Ooh. Well, here we go. Hello and welcome. Welcome. If you're just tuning in, this is going to be the first launch of Gran Turismo Sport. Well, first launch that I'm going to video anyway. So I'm a B-rated driver. I've got about, on my main account, about 25,000 driver rating. So what I thought I'd do today, I see other people have a lot of different accounts. So what I thought I'd try and do today is launch a brand new account from scratch, stream it live and see if we can, I've just remembered we might have to go through some of the driver training before even allowed online. So we're just going to see how, from launching the game, how quick we can get into the daily races, try and gain some driver rating and sportsmanship rating, and get ourselves out of, I think you start in, is it E-rated driver for the first so many races before they allow you some decent points. So we'll have to see how that goes, try and get that out of the way, and yeah, just see how it goes really. Try and start a brand new account from scratch, because I haven't done this since, well, I got the game about a year, just over a year ago, maybe a year and a couple of months ago. I've had the wheel about a year. This is the Logitech G29 I'm using. I've got the H pattern shifter, which you can't quite see, it's just off camera, but to be honest, for this game you probably won't see me using it much anyway, as the same with the clutch pedal. Maybe if we're doing some dirt rally or something like that, where, you know, we've got some interesting stuff going on with the H pattern and the clutch pedal, I'll actually put another camera in so that we could see that. But for GT Sport, all you're going to see is me wiggling my arms around and swearing a lot, to be honest. So yeah, let's crack straight in with this then. So yeah, welcome. Don't forget to like and check out the rest of the channel. There's lots of other content on lots of racing games and some real life mechanic stuff on there as well. So yeah, if obviously start with the biggest YouTube way possible, I suppose. Well, actually, no, if I could just watch first and then see, you might not even like it. You know, it's fair enough. Right, let's go for it anyway. GT Sport. Welcome to the world of Gran Turismo. We'll give you your first car as a gift. So we've been here about no time. I think that I missed the intro video. Oh, Lancer Evolution Final Edition. Sounds very final. It's the penultimate edition, I presume then. I love the colour. The colour is boss. That's a good start. Is that a number 10? It's got to be an Evo 10, hasn't it? I think I saw that launched at the motor show in Birmingham, you know. It was up on a massive pedestal about 20 foot in the air. So you couldn't really see much of it, just see the underneath and the belly pan. It wasn't that impressive, so I did wonder why they'd done that. It's supposed to show off its four-wheel drive and its transmission layout, but yeah, pretty strange. So what we got? 2015, yeah, it's probably about that time as well. We have a car in the garage, people. Whoa, the start of GT Sport career is here. But we want to get online, so what have we got to do? Add on content. It's been updated, that's good. So we've got the Aston Martin and all the new stuff. Right, sport then, let's go straight online. This feature can only be accessed after you have completed the sportsmanship chapter in racing etiquette. Oh, right, racing etiquette then. I just realised I've been using my controller as well. I don't want to drive with the controller, so we're clearly going to have to set up that as well. As if I turn my wheel on. Right, sorry about that. I'm back. Right, I've just turned my wheel on. So my menu. Okay, oh, I'm E-rated. Auto addiction. Look at that. I've even got my proper name up. From England. We need to configure the controller. R1 goes into controllers. G29 driving force. Here we go. So what do we want to put on? I want R3. R3 wants to be boost. We probably won't need that on the first few races, to be honest, but if it does come up then we definitely want to have it. Where is boost? Or overtake? That overtake. So IR3, and I often put the enter button as windscreen wipers, because why not? Why not have them mapped if we've got the button? Right, that should be good. So vibration strength. Just turn down 50, I think. I don't know if that makes a difference, but someone said it did the other day, and you do get a bit of clipping sometimes if you have the steering wheel high. And it's the same, I found this setting as well on Project Cars the other day. It was actually in the camera setting, and you go into it and there's a setting in there that says something about the way that the road surface, the vibration function or the camera moves, but it actually affects the steering wheel force feedback. And I turned it right the way down and all my input clipping went away. I mean, it drives like a brand new game. So if you've got Project Cars 2 and you're having problems with that, go into the camera settings, then I think you press R1 or R2, go to the second page, and then see if that is turned up for you, and try to turn it down and see how much better the force feedback feels, because that game is like revolutionised for me now. I'm happy to play it again. So I was having serious clipping problems, and I generally think the force feedback in game and the physics in that game are pretty limited as well. But yeah, that's for a different video, isn't it? So back to GT Sport. What are we in now? Right, so we've done the controller, so let's ditch the pleb pad. Now we're wheel boy. We're a wheelie boy. Right, how do we do that? Sport. Racing etiquette. That's where we were. What is sportsmanship? Oh, you're joking. We have to watch videos. Oh well, at least we can watch it together. This is quite funny, isn't it? That was Bathurst, I think.
What is sportsmanship?
Oh, nice. Audio commentary. So we're going to need this in the daily races. Everyone
Welcome
remember
to the
that.
Racing etiquette. In
We're
this
gonna see none
section,
of that
you will be
in the
learning
first
about
daily races.
sportsmanship, an important element in everyone's participation in the online races of Gran Turismo. The history of sports is as old as human history, and the definition of sports is said to be as numerous as there are researchers in the field. But when you get to the bottom of it, a sport is a challenge against yourself, a challenge against a rival, and above all else is something to enjoy and have
that's
fun
the thing
with.
to behold. That
A
is
sport
series
is something
2.
you enjoy together with others. For this, there is sportsmanship.
Well, we are
the
trying to
attitude
enjoy it
you
with others,
must
but
have
you,
when you
wanted us to watch
partake in a
video.
sport. So, what is sportsmanship?
You're telling me that everyone
knows
that's
that
raced
all
on Gran
sports
Turismo
have
has
rules.
watched this.
And of course, one
And
element of
the
sports
amount of
is
level
that
of
you
sportsmanship in
must
the
follow
lower
the
lobbies, I
rules.
think that
But
we're going to
even
see
if
in a
you set
little
lots
bit
of
might
detailed
contradict the
rules,
information
you
that we're
can't
receiving
judge
right
all
now, but
incidents during an actual
we will
sport
see, won't we?
just with
This is
rules.
the unedited
That's where
view,
sportsmanship
the
becomes
start of Gran
important.
Turismo. Unedited.
Sportsmanship can also be called the spirit
First
of fair play.
launch. Hashtag.
And in addition to being fair
All your
and
tags
just,
in
sportsmanship
order.
also means that you don't do things that make you look bad. To avoid doing things to anyone that makes you look bad. That's the core idea behind sportsmanship that is beyond rules.
That makes you look bad.
Motorsport
Ramming.
is called a non-contact sport. That means it is a sport which does absolutely not allow contact with others.
But whose
But in
fault
order
is
to
it?
achieve this,
The
it is not
constant
enough to have a
debate in
strict set
motor
of
racing.
rules.
Who was at fault?
It is extremely important that everyone works to avoid doing things that make you look bad.
He's like 8 years old. Don't do things to make you look bad. That would be terrible. If someone rams you, don't ram them back. Right, that's good. Various improper driving examples. Oh, this should be better. We should see plenty of this. It's pretty much what the stream's going to consist of.
Various improper driving examples.
Ramu.
Here we will introduce some examples of improper driving, and driving that makes you look bad.
Makes you look bad.
First of all, weaving back and forth to block the path of other cars is prohibited.
Tyre warming, mate. Don't know what you're on about. Look at that. Let's go Brands Hatch.
Also,
First corner.
pushing others.
Tyre warming. Yeah, no pushy. Or giving it the fucking wang.
Edging out others. Pushing others off the track.
Oh, edging. You're going to see lots of edging out.
When you are late on the brakes, it is not considered well-mannered driving. Overshooting a corner because you braked too late and failed to turn because you were too anxious to overtake your opponent. This is an example of driving that really makes you look bad. The worst is when you become a missile by not being able to stop within the track, ramming into other cars and ruining the race for others as well as yourself.
Go around the right. Oh, what a spud.
Even if you initially had
What
an
an
understanding
absolute
of all
spud.
this in your head, if you become too overzealous in the race and ended up braking too late and you are about to hit the car ahead of you, not only should you hit your brakes, You should avoid hitting the car ahead at all costs.
Dive off the road,
if that
mate.
means taking your car off the track.
So yeah, if you just started watching, this is the introduction into Gran Turismo Sport. This is the things that we need to do to be qualified to race online. So before we can even build up some DR, we are watching the videos, which is a mandatory thing. I can't skip this, unfortunately.
And finally, how can you protect yourself from these types of accidents?
Get round the corner as fast as possible.
During a race, it is not easy to communicate your intent with other drivers. But by monitoring the other cars around you, you will start to understand the tendencies of each car and driver, as well as their skills.
I can't race in VR. Look at his sideways visibility.
Or that a certain car is not used to racing yet, rethink and reposition yourself on the track so that you can avoid being involved in the chaos that they may cause.
They will cause chaos. Oh yes, are we done? Master of Manners, we have made it. We have qualified for online racing. It is real. Certified 16th to the 3rd 2020. We are now an online race boy. We've received a car. Oh wow. Is that a car? 2-stroke car. Thank you. Now I am not a pleb. I'm allowed the #1 go-kart. Look at the aero on that. That's pretty mean actually. I'll take it back. I'm honoured to have a 125 shifter kart. Now that I have a license. Oh, we've achieved a milestone. Excellent. Right, can we race online now? Can we? Come on. Race entry. You are joking. Ah. Broadcasting only microphone because he entered a block scene. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. This is going to be the most boring bit of the stream. Is it? My email is really long as well. Right, I'll get this over as quickly as possible. In the meantime, enjoy some... Oh, am I going to get, like, told off for playing all this music? No, it doesn't really matter, does it? It's going to get, like, 4 views. No, I don't need to sing, do I? Make this more annoying. Right, I've just got to enter my email address. So... hope you can hear this music. It's very calming. It's a bit like being on hold, this, isn't it? Normal racing will resume soon. Here on Gran Turismo, we take care of every person. That's why we make them watch a racing etiquette video. To make sure that their experience online runs as smooth as possible. Are you planning a voyage to the Mediterranean? Do you need travel insurance? Berkshire, no, where am I? I'm not in Berkshire, it says area details, select a main area. Where should we be from? Norfolk. Should we say Norfolk? I mean, I'm in Suffolk, but I'm quite close to Norfolk. Should we have this our Norfolk account? Probably get told off, let's do that. Select a secondary area. Yarmouth? No, I'm not in Yarmouth. Oh no, you've got to be pretty accurate. No, I'm putting Suffolk. I'm putting my proper place on there. There we go. Register. Hopefully we should be out of this now. Accept. I'm registered. Sport mode. We can. Right. Hello, I'm back. Whee, I managed to register an email address. I bet that was fun for everyone, wasn't it? Now, for no one that is left watching. Here we go, explaining. Driver rating, DR, is an indication of how fast you are. Split into 7 categories. So this is what we're going to try and get to. Get out of E, go through D, C, B, A and A+, and we'll be in S by midnight. Driver rating will increase when the driver performs well in sport mode races. All drivers start at E. DR also has an SR limit, meaning that you need to raise your SR, which is your safety rating. An S indicates a star player. Those who have earned a certain number of points in championships can register as star players. So that's like Kai 25, Calster, all the big boys of GT Sport. That's where they get their S badge from. So anyone who thinks they can rock up within a couple of weeks get to an S rating, I think you need to look at the amount of hours they've spent on this game and the amount of points required to get into those top splits, and then you'll appreciate just how good they are. So yeah, anyway, let's go on to the next bit. Sportsmanship, no dangerous driving. So So basically we'll be building that up slowly, and if you drop your sportsmanship rating because you drive like a pig, it will tank your driver rating as well. So if you wonder why that's happened, it's because you're driving badly, or you've been unfortunate and you've been involved in too many incidents. You know, with the way Gran Turismo Sport's been going recently, penalties dished out left, right and centre, when the people that are actually causing the penalties aren't necessarily being punished. You know, you just sometimes need to be unfortunate, need to evaluate the sort of races you're getting into to build this racing. So that's basically what today's going to be about as well, is trying to pick the races, see where we do best, what's going to be an absolute shitstorm and what's going to be actually drivable, and then we'll make up some ratings off the back of that. So here we do, how well we do in daily races. Yep, that determines your DR and SR, pretty much mandatory, and that's only in sport mode as well. Lobbies don't affect your driver rating, so we'll be doing the rated races, which are the sport mode 3 daily races. I won't be entering the manufacturers championships or any of that because it's my second account and you're only allowed to enter on one account, and I'll use my other account for that. So it'll only be the daily races. This is just as an example of building up driver rating on GT and just to see how quick we can do it. So the higher your DR is, the more points you can receive. Yep. Daily races, straight in then. Here we are, 22:32. So we have got, the quickest one to do is Sardinia, 22, so we've got 8 minutes to put in a qualifying time for that. Why am I using my pad again? 8 minutes to put in a qualifying time. Have we got the car? Well, that's a good start, we've got the car, because we haven't got many credits, so we're also going to have to build up credits. I don't know if we're even going to be able to enter somewhere. So, is this a Tesla? Are we racing a Tesla? Brilliant. Multi-coat red. People might see us if we're red, but is everyone going to choose red? I suppose it's the only interesting colour. Maybe we should have gone black and stayed out of the way in the shadows. Right, so we've entered it. This is our first online race. We're going to get some drive rating. I presume we start on 0 now, so let's see if Gran Turismo has actually loaded our profile. So if anyone doesn't know how to do this, if you've been playing Gran Turismo and you wonder what all this driver rating confusing thing is actually about, if you grab your mobilette, like mine, this archaic thing, and you go to a website called Kudos Prime. So if you go to Kudos, Kudos Prime, Prime.com, and then you go to the GTS or Gran Turismo Sport section and stats, you can, and then go to the players section, you can enter your PSN ID. So I think mine is auto_addiction search, and there we go, 0 races. So that says on there, unfortunately I can't put this up on the screen because I'm not a pro streamer, but pretty much it gives you graphs. So if you see mine, at the moment all my graphs are completely empty. I don't know if you can even pick that up on camera. Is it working? Graphs are empty at the moment. 0 races, 0 ratings, nothing. So we've started off, we got 1 point. So finished 5 races to get 2,000 points. So this is our probationary period, I presume. And we've got 50 out of 99 sportsmanship ratings. So I suppose we better put in a qualifying time, better we? So yeah, Kudos Prime, then put in your GT thing, and here's all your stats at the top there. This is where all the information is. It's brilliant, and that would be good if you're trying to actually raise your driver rating and manage your profile a bit better, then that's where to go. Qualifying, right, oh, now we're going to set up the force feedback, aren't we? So options, oh, we're in automatic, what is going on? No, we need to exit this. This is a shitstorm, isn't it? Driving options. Why can I only have automatic? No, I don't want traction control. Assist. Expert. What can we do now? Oh, is this because it's an electric car? Maybe. Sports hards only, no traction control. Assist. Expert. Auto drive off. Driving line assist. Just have the cones, that sounds good. Off, low fuel on, active stability management off, current steering off, ABS put it on weak. Yeah, show ghost on, adjust chase view, don't want to use those. Force feedback, I'll put on 6. Sensitivity, I think I have on 10. Video settings, no, we're good. Right, so this presumably is an automatic because it's, oh yeah, oh it's silent. Oh, you are joking. I can't do a race in silence. Are you for real? Oh no. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like this. We're going to have a silent motor race. It's our first motor race. Why am I changing down? There's no point changing down, Ben. What am I changing down for? I've got my hands on the paddles. Can't avoid it. Where are we anyway? Sardinia. So, the 2 brake markers on the right, brake at that. Start turning at the next cone. And try not to die. This car is lethal. I think not having any gears, I suppose it's got constant torque. So, but this is like driving without the engine noise on. Which is so horribly unnatural. Right. What? Oh my god, oh my god. You got me so light on the brakes. I might have to turn the force feedback down a little bit for this. Because it feels like we might get a little bit out of shape here. Right, oh, we've put in our first qualifying time, so there we go. I suppose we've got to do 5 online races anyway before it will let us get out of the first rating anyway. Well, I'm still changing down. This is so weird. It does brake well when you get it stopped. Oh, this is just the oddest thing in the world. Oh, we've only got 2 minutes 55. Let's just try and put in a decent qualifying time, I suppose. Although it feels so weird. Especially tipping it in. That was a bit better. Just trusting that we might have a bit of traction. But you can normally tell, I suppose, because the wheels start spinning up. You've got a lot of drama from the engine noise. But at the moment, from this, there's absolutely no drama from anything apart from the tyre squeal and the feedback on the steering wheel. So this is the weirdest thing in the world. A silent motor race. Why does this have to be the only race that we can enter? Trying to gain some driver ratings can be tough today. I'm still shifting down. I can't stop shifting down. It's like built into my head that I need to shift down to help in my braking. I can't not do that. Right, we're up half a second on this lap. Let's see if I can brake in a straight line a little bit and then just teeter it in. Oh, that's a little bit better. We made up a bit of time through there. This is a weird race. It's so quiet, it's creepy. Oh, we're up 0.8. Starting to get a feel for this thing now. He says as he absolutely bottles it in the last corner. You put your foot down, there's nothing. It's the most boring thing in the world. I mean, Tesla! Oh, I suppose it's a bit like Formula E. I do quite like watching Formula E. But I don't know how they get the feedback for the, I mean, I'm still going to shift down into this corner, even though I know I don't need to. It feels like there's some kind of, regenerative braking. Or the braking feels odd. It feels very overpowered. I'm not sure if that's just a Tesla thing, whether I should just be coasting. Oh, I definitely shouldn't just be coasting, okay. Because do you have engine braking? Is this four-wheel drive? Oh, so many questions. I'm just going to have to rag... Oh, just as I say, yeah, I'm just going to have to rag it for a bit. We're in our first online race with the new account. Come on! Auto Addiction, we're number 2. Oh, we've got 2 seconds to the first driver, look. And we're in E and D rated lobby, so our driver rating is E. This is our very first race on sport mode with the new account. Auto Addiction. So yeah, Automotive Addiction. The new YouTube channel. Imagine there's going to be quite a bit of streaming going on in the next couple of weeks due to circumstances, so thought we'd have some fun, start a new account, see what it's like going back to the old school. I mean, like I said, I've been doing this about a year, so it's not ages ago I did this, but I can't remember it. I mean, to be honest, I only got into this for a giggle. I bought a steering wheel from about 15 miles away because I thought it'd be fun. Borrowed my brother's PS4 because the steering wheel works on PS3 and 4. Started playing it for the PS3, borrowed his PS4, found out Gran Turismo Sport was on discount, it was like a tenner, 15 quid. So I bought it, downloaded it onto his PS4, and then started entering the online sport mode and then just got hooked. So here I am. Let's say hello, nice to meet you, I'm a beginner, I'll do my best. Can't say fair of that. Oh, this is going to be so weird. Oh no, it's not going to be better with other cars around us as well. I keep thinking like I need to turn the volume up or something, but I'm going to put my radar on. I feel it might be a bit of a radar race. This is going to be so creepy. If we don't get killed in turn 1, I will be amazed. Because this bloke seems to have it is better with other people out on track, because you're all in the same boat, so I suppose I can steal their lines a little bit. And how not to do it, like that chapo there. It looks like everyone's just going to die in T1. This is going to be wreckage. Wreckage! Wreckfest on GT Sport. Start new account. EB. We be EB boys. EB. Around in Suffolk where we are, that's what we say. EB! Instead of hello. That's the lingo. Where are we? Oh look, we're the red one at the front, and we were right to choose red. Everyone has predictably chosen a mundane variety of blacks, blues, greys and boring. We in the red, boy. And red means race. First online race, here we go. No clutch. I suppose just floor it. The quietest T1 boy. Right, we've got the radar on. This madman's moving across already. How are we going to not get killed in this corner? I'm going to go to the inside and brake late. We've kind of done it, I think. Somehow we've done it. We've made it into T1. We've not died. How is this a thing? Right, they're going to be following my lines now. They're putting a lot of faith in the fact that I've done 2 warm-up laps. And now I've got cold tyres. As you can see, as we British Drift Championship our way through this race, which is the fastest line. It's this British Drift Championship anyway. Everyone knows that. So hopefully... Oh, I'm still shifting down. I don't need to shift down, Ben. There's no point shifting down because there's no gearbox. There's no gearbox because there's no engine. You just got a motor. But after the first lap of online races, we are ahead. We've got 1.6 seconds. We're just at the slipstream of the Portuguese driver behind us. And we're, oh look, we've got a battery instead of a fuel level. I presume they charged this up enough to get us to the end of the race. Well, that'd be a fucking travesty from the start, won't it? And I do not know how much grip this thing has got. I don't know why, but it's just as soon as you take the noise of the engine out of the equation, it throws everything you've ever learnt about racing out the window. So what a great place to start, with me on absolute pleb mode, trying to catch the back end. What is it with the brake bias of this? Can I adjust it? Can I have some more frontwards brake bias or something? Because this is killing me. It's like as soon as I come off the brakes, it's absolutely murdering me in the corners. It's snapping around like a crazed lunatic. See? What a crazy car. And then on the power, it's just anyone's guess with what is actually happening, to be honest. But we've managed to gain, we've got 2.5 seconds on the car behind. So we're doing well. Gone purple, look at that. Oh, someone else has just gone faster though. So clearly we've got people hot on our tail. Either that or the slipstream is just OP on this Tesla. Oh, it's Emma. Do you bring me a cup of tea, Emma? You absolute champ. Look at this. It's silent. It's a freaking Tesla. It's horrible. I can't barely drive. Because look what's happening. Apparently so. But the worst thing is I'm racing online. This is my first online race and I can't hear anything. It's like, it's actually like being deaf. Do you remember me saying the other day how much you take your hearing?
What I'm hearing is what you're doing.
Oh yeah. I can hear nothing but a little bit of tyre squeal. I was saying the other day, wasn't I, how much if you were deaf, it'd be really hard to get involved in motorsport. Because you just don't have any of that sensation from the revs. And that's the same here. I feel like I'm deaf. It's so creepy. You're relying constantly off the force feedback and the tyre squeal. And I don't know. I mean, is it four-wheel drive? Is it engine braking? Do I brake later than normal? What do I do?
Do you brake when you're supposed to?
Yeah. I've just been driving I've literally been driving like you would if you plug your headphones in and didn't use them. It's really, really strange. It's minging. It's into here where you've got to kind of get off the power, get your speed right and tip it in. I'm really not the biggest fan. Seem to be just about getting away with these lines somehow. But even going part throttle through there. By the way it's driving, I think it's four-wheel drive. And I had to put the brake balance towards the front as well, otherwise I was coming off the brakes and the back end was overtaking the front, which is frustrating. When you put the power on is the oddest thing. You expect all this drama and this great shifting up and downshifting into corners, so I kept downshifting constantly. Final lap, here we are. 3.5 second lead, right here. Are you ready for the first bottle job of our career? Could happen any moment. Gonna brake early to try and avoid the bottle job. Hit the 8 bar, we're hitting the racing lines in the Tesla. That's it, well we've got 106, which is a second quicker than our qualifying time, so maybe I'm an esports e-driver after all. Maybe I've found my calling, although it will be the most boring motorsport ever. But maybe, you know, maybe we found a decent motorsport for deaf people. On the plus side, if they were all deaf, they would know no different. Honestly, that's such a weird thought. Really weird. I bet deaf people will be much... Oh, has he bottles it on the last... No, he's managed with his BDC Tesla skills. Oh, look at that, to get round the last corner. Oh, that was so close to the bottle, wasn't it? Oh, we've won by 4 seconds. Oh, I wasn't sweating, honestly. I knew that was fine. Of course I did. Not going to bottle the first race with a new profile while streaming online. Why would I do that? That would be an absolute pleb thing to do. Yay, look at that. We've won our first race. I can't wait for the congratulations that we will receive. Oh, so let's get on the Kudos Prime then. Let's see. Oh, I suppose it won't be registered yet. This is funny, isn't it? This is going to take us so long to build up. And the worst thing is money. If I haven't got the car to do the race, I can't even enter the daily race B and C. So we're going to have to make enough money through doing these races for me to, unless I go off on the career mode, and I don't want to do that. So we stuck in Tesla till we got enough to buy our way out of this race. That's the worst thing. That actually is a little bit... Oh, first victory, achievement award. See, so you know it's legit. We're not messing around here. Right, where are we? Let's see how much DR that has got us. Clean race as well. What an absolute bonus. We are starting off on 100% win rate. Start as you mean to go on. Level 3. straight up. Let's say that was a good race. Thanks to the clean race. Let's play again sometime. Also follow me on YouTube. I need to add that onto there, don't I? So that people can tag themselves if they see themselves in these pleb lobbies. There's nothing wrong with pleb lobbies. It's the dream. So, what is next for us? 22, so we've got a choice of the really long race or the really short one again. Can we do this one? No Toyota 86 GT Limited 16. How much is the Toyota 86 GT Limited 16? We've got 8 minutes to find out. We've unlocked some reward A's. Grand Central, so we need to go to Toyota. Asia Pacific. Toyota. '86 GT Limited, 31,840. Look at that. Get our choice of colour as well. I wonder if we've got time to stick a livery on it. Should we stick with red? Should we just be the red boy? Or is everyone going to choose red because it's the only interesting colour? That orange is peng. Let's go for that orange. Although, again, for the same reasons. People will probably go for that. Right, that's it. We can enter a different race. We've done it. We bought a car. We bought a car. Excellent. We don't have to do the Tesla again because I don't know if I can actually do that again. That's affected me in ways that I never thought possible. I never thought I'd be disgusted by the thought of a motorsport or a race, but that actually sent shivers up my spine. Right, we've got a car. Let's enter. Oh, this race is going to be really long, by the way. Next one's going to be like half an hour, so it's not going to be the easiest way of building up our DR. If we get into it, try and put in a qualifying time. Got 7 minutes to do that. Yep. Oh, don't display that again. Keep wasting our time with this. We've read that. So yeah, it's either that or wait 20 minutes for that, and we ain't got time for that. We're trying to build this up as quickly as possible so we can enter our excellent car. Have we got time to put a livery on it? That's the question. We're going to be doing quite a few of these, aren't we? We're not going to have any paints or nothing, are we? Oh, we'll just enter the first one like this. If we get a gap between races, we'll do a livery. Right, we were checking the DR, weren't we? So let's rephrase each. So at the start of... Oh, my phone needs charging. We have... Well... Oh yeah, it says finish 5 races to get 2,000, so we just need to do 5 races. So should we just do 5 Teslas? Because otherwise we're going to be here forever, aren't we? There's no point doing this. We can't do 5 of these. The 25-minute duration, you're looking at 2.5 hours to get any points. So we're going to have to go... Oh, we're going to have to go this. Is there like in-game music I can put on? Let's go back into this then and accept that this is our fate. And let's see if we can make this at least enjoyable. We've never needed in-game music on Gran Turismo Sport before. This is a weird time. Weird time. Actually, if we enter this, we probably can't go to any of the settings, can we? And I'm sure we needed to change some other ones. We've still got 5 minutes. Yeah. Options. Race demo, display, sound, sport mode. No. There's not really a lot of menus on this, is there? Theme colour rose pink. Yep, that's all lovely. We'll change that at a later date. Friends, options. Maybe there isn't as many options as we thought. What about like sound options? Sound volume. Menu background music. Oh, thank God we can turn that down a little bit. Race background music. Can we turn that up? Race sound effects. There's no point of that, is there? Replay background music. We definitely don't want too much on the replay. Other background music. Transmission noise. Tyre speed. Look, you can turn transmission noise up. Wonder if we can actually make GT Sport sound cool. I know we're not going to get it in this, but tyre squeals, I could have a little bit more for this. Opponent engine, what's this? Menu and race, player music, I don't know. Normal. Transmission mode. That's probably what I'm meant to be using. Should we try that? No, let's go for normal. I'm not going to get demonetised, so I don't get like 10 views. Right, so that should be better. I can't believe we're going to do 5 of the Tesla races. Let's stick with red, because red was fast, and it was the fastest red. The fastest red in the world. Did we have a comment as well? Did I see someone who had commented on the video? I'm sorry, I'm not very good at this streaming malarkey. You might have gathered. Hope this is at least moderately entertaining for people to watch. You know, see, although it may look like I'm just chilling out and being quite lackadaisical, well, you could have been a lot quicker. I've waffled, actually. I've waffled a lot. I'm good at waffling. But you could have done it quicker. Oh my god, we're getting attacked by pigeons. So yeah, here's our special guest. It's the PIFA pigeon. Oh, what's going on here? So I don't know why it just logged me out then. I think it was PIFA. The pigeon was messing around. Coming to shot PIFA. Stand on there. So yeah, it's my pet pigeon. Her name is PIFA, as in PIFA pigeon. We've had her a year and 5 months. So she's a bit of a family pet. She's friendly. She's really flying in and out of shot a few times. Traction control, we should probably leave that on to be fair, but imagine how slow it will be with it on. Oh, the balance of performance is enabling us to transmission electric vehicle. Look. So yeah, we can't adjust any of the torque curve or anything like that. Or the tyres, or absolutely anything. We could try doing the next one. Should we try the next one from in-car? What's the fastest times? Model S section, mine's 106. 103 is the fastest time. So we're 3 seconds off the fastest time. Let's go put in some laps. This will be fun. Trying to get the fastest time in an electric car. It's just this last corner braking that we're going to need to get right, and that is not the way to get it right. And I'm not sure about this. I think the brake bias, I might even go +3. Where's the race music? So we put on race music. This is so quiet. Right, I want constant tyre squeal, I think the way to be fast is going to have to be constant tyre squeal and late braking. Maybe less braking and generally less turning. This thing handles like an absolute dog, like full on dog. Can we keep it flat through here? Yeah? Keep it flat through here if you keep smooth. All the way onto that curve, try and clip that and see how late we can brake here. I suppose you can go all the way out to that cone, but the only thing we've got to watch out for is the pit lane, obviously, and getting close to that wall. Well, we've already beat our best time, so that's a good start, isn't it? What did we say? We've got 3 seconds to jab off. Which is quite a lot, but it's doable. If we get a clean run of this old electric thing where I don't dance around the road like a maniac. So we knocked another 2 tenths off in the first section. What about this? Can we just progressively break through it? No, we cannot. Get on the power early instead. See if we can keep it pinned. This car feels like it's going to be like a... Oh, I know the racing line's going to be fastest, but that really does feel like maybe chucking it and getting on the power early and accepting it's going to oversteer. What would be good if I put the racing line on and we just followed the racing line militantly. I think that would probably be the quickest way to get around this track. Right, so as is tradition on the streams, it's cup of tea time in the biggest mug that a man can find. Because wee Brit boy. So thanks if you tuned in right now. I need to get some kind of chat up really on the stream, or on the screen. I'll set up a laptop at some point if I see a lot of people are tuned in. But yeah, if you're watching right now, then thanks for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the absolute festival that is the Tesla racing. I didn't plan for it to go this way, it just happens to be what happened in the daily races. Good evening. Nice to meet you. I'll do my best. I'm a beginner. Let's see if we... Oh look, a lobby full of E-rated drivers. This could either go one way badly or very badly. My prediction is the latter. 21 seconds until the second race of our racy career. So it said 5 races to 2,000 points, so really I shouldn't have bothered streaming this bit, should I? If I'd have known this beforehand, I would have just done the 5 races and then started the stream from there. But then they'd be, oh, you didn't start it from the start, oh, you didn't tell me it takes an extra, well, however long this video is from launching the game to actually get things set up to working. Pigeon, stop fighting. God. Pets. Yeah, we got 2 of them as well, but one of them's really shy. Yes, starting from the front of the field, excellente. Quick sip of tea for bravery and luck into T1. Yeah, it's for luck. Right, let's make sure traction control is off. Yep. Floor it. Wish us luck. T1's going to be an absolute disaster. Oh, they're even following my slipstream. It's not a good start. People following your slipstream is the most worrying thing ever I've ever seen in a Tesla. Oh, we've made it round T1. Somehow we're still alive. And once again we can try and run away from the field in this silent motorsport. Oh, she not gone well into the first corner, no! Oh, we've done it, and we've been punted just for good measure. Oh, we're becoming the D grade now. This is not good. So now we're going to have to make up time. Oh, we've been ghosted though, that's good. Oh man, this car absolutely sucks. This is like the worst car ever thought up. Are we going to be able to go around the outside? No, it's just going to block us off here as we try and move up the inside here. We're drifting, can we get round? Oh, we're on the straight, that's good. There's some bumping going on. Oh, I just hurt my thumb trying to catch the Tesla. That's not good. This is a sign of things to come into T1. Now we're at the whim of this lot. Whatever they want to do, or whatever they fancy happening out of T1 is up to them. So we just get the run, got the inside of one there. He tries to shunt us off, but it's never going to end well for him there, is it? Is he going to let us past? Yeah, he's let us past, the good old boy. Is he going to try and punch us? No, but oh, I've been it in the same corner again. Ben, you need to stop bending it on that corner. Oh, no. Actually, no, you're fine. You forget. But someone is actually getting away from us in this race. Oh, we've ruined our 100% record already. I can't believe it. Why is this Tesla so tricky? In fact, it feels so much worse in a race than it does in practice. I mean, it's the same with most cars like this, but I mean, this really is bad. Someone's trying to pump me into the pit. What an excellent strategy. 6th, right. Well, we've got 2 more laps left. Be nice to make up a couple of positions, at least get on the podium. At least keep a 100% podium record would be nice. Well, we've run away from them a little bit there. Matey up ahead's got a 2-second penalty, so imagine we can get past him in this little section where he'll be driving slow. Or maybe not, maybe he's going to be an absolute pig. But I'm probably just going to bin it again anyway, so it's fine. Oh, as we hashtag not bin it in the Tesla. 2 more positions to make up now for our prize. Podium. 1:11's the fastest lap time we've managed so far, which is absolutely abysmal. As we come into the last corner again. Try and hold some speed. I don't know whether that was fast or slow or what. It looked horrendous. It looked absolutely horrendous. We're 9 seconds away from the leader now. Can we make a dent into that? 2.5 seconds into the car in front. Probably about 3.5 off being in one of the pole positions, as I still try and change down gear and it's just not working no matter how many times I go to do it. Made up a few tenths after the first corner. If these 3 scrap here, we could be laughing. So we're hoping for the mass pile up, which is this corner, which is probably what I'm going to do out of it. No, we've kept it on the track. Can we make up some time going flat through here? I imagine so. Could it go around the outside here? And the outside of this matey? On an absolute charge. Overtaking everyone. Oh, and then Drifto into the corner to keep it on control, get absolutely punted. Oh my god. And I get the penalty. Oh, thanks Gran Turismo. I get smashed into in a corner and I get the penalty. Let's give him a fucking flash for that. Punt me and then I get punished. Let's give him the old starter mentality. Get the run out of the corner. It's just not gonna block off him. Give him plenty of space up the inside there. Let's not push him off. So we get the penalty. We've only got 1 more place to make up now, and then we've received the place that we wanted. Come on! Oh no, we're on the last lap. Oh, someone's binned it up front. Can we keep the power on down here? This might be just the place we need. He's never going to pick up enough speed to defend that, and he's done it up the inside into the last corner. He's going to try and defend it and ram me off for some reason. I don't know why you bother, because I'm blatantly just going to push past you, and I was trying to keep clean. But if you want to give me second place of being an absolute jeb end, then go for it. What a jeb. But we prevail against the rammers. Oh, we lost our 100% victory though, but I don't suppose it matters, because it says do 5 races and you get 2,000 points, so it looks like no matter what happens at the end of these 5 races we get the same amount of points, so it shouldn't really matter how we do in these races. Although we did just get a back flag, but that wasn't my fault. You all saw it. I was driven into on a corner. I did lose the back end fairly. Which was my fault, admittedly. Trophy earned, run, run, run. So I don't know what that was for. Probably crashing and then coming back to achieve a podium, which was alright. I enjoyed that. That was good fun, despite still not being able to hear any engines. This has been like the most stream E. Oh, we've gained another level. Excellent. Oh, look, that matey, our friend Alvaro Bonilla. Alvaro Bonilla. He's run away. And we've got an SR down for our efforts. Well, I enjoyed that, even if no one did. So, Alvaro Bonilla. If we see you in the next race, son. Probably just do the same, actually. So we're just going to do this again. 9 minutes. Seems legit. Should we try and put in a better qualifying trial? What did we say the rankings were? Should we watch the video? Antonio SK. Play replay. Right, we can see how the Tesla's supposed to be driven. So let's sit down and enjoy this. Mastery together. So I sip tea. Be interested if I can see his throttle inputs here as well. To see, well, just be interesting to see the way he drives it really. I bet he's exactly on the racing line, smooth as anything. How do I put up? No, not race photos, sorry. Put up race. Display all. So there we go, let's go to the stop here. So there we go, we can see his inputs down at the bottom there. Steering inputs is the red dot, and then you've got the accelerator on the right and the white bar, and the brake on the left, which will be red bar I think when it comes up. So he's starting braking halfway between the braking point. Little bit of oversteer. So probably coming off the brakes just before the apex and allowing the car to kind of rotate around the apex and then back on the power out the corner. This is going to be the interesting ones, where he brakes for this. Again, halfway on the brake, early, almost allowing the car to like pivot when you come off the brakes before going around, so brake before the corner and then predicting that it's going to dive. So we'll have to practice that a little bit. And then this last bit of the corner, where's he going to brake here? Kind of middle of the track really. Cutting in for the last, so stay in the middle of the track and then cutting in for the tight apex and then running it all the way out to the wall. Easy game. So there you go, that's how to be fast in a Tesla. We learn something new every day. 7 minutes, let's try and put in a few laps then. We'll enter in our multi-coat red into our third race. So yeah, if you're enjoying this stream and you know you've got friends that also enjoy watching streams or get involved in a chat board or anything, then share it around, spread the love, then we can all watch Tesla racing together and have a cup of tea together. Yay. Right, let's try and beat this time then. Which I can't remember what it was. 103. So we're staying in the middle. We're going to allow a bit of the oversteer. Not that much. Why are we coming off? Oh, we didn't have a look at his brake bias, did we? I'm going to stick on point -3 towards the front. Just try and get it to step out. Have I got traction control on? Yeah. Trying to get it to step out a bit. Still does it a little bit, but I'd say better. Yeah, I definitely think the brake bias all the way to the front. It's going to be the safest way to drive this quickly. So he braked after the thing right on the way out and let the kind of back turn into it. Just like that, he says. That was exactly how he did it in the replay, wasn't it? Oh, let's try retrying that. So let's gauge how much grip this thing's got, and it's none. I mean, it has very little front end grip at all. So we're going to have to take the wide berths around the corner, we know that. We're going to have to control the snap horrible oversteer, which we've tried to by putting the brake balance all the way towards the front. So we're going to try and brake in a straight line here, and then let the oversteer take it, and then back on the power early. That was a lot better line. Now it's this next corner, flat out through here. Now it's this one. We're just going to have to let the oversteer take it and rely that we've done enough braking to get us around the corner. Brake hard. We'll just let it take us. Back on the power, come on. Power, 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 power. Now we're going to stay flat through it. I'm going to stay flat, I'm just going to brave it. Bit of a flick. Fine, bit of a weight transfer. Flick again. Now up, we're going to hit this and then start to get on the brakes. Stay in the middle like he did, and then cut back for the apex. And then run it all the way without skidding too much wide. Definitely not perfect, but a damn sight better than what we did before, I wager. 104, look at that, we've improved by another second, so we're probably within 2 seconds of the top time now. Let's try and just get a bit faster coming out of these corners. Oh, run it onto the shale, and it's cost me a few tenths. We were a little bit ahead there. Let's turn the ghost off to sort of concentrate. Try braking a little bit later here, a little bit harder. I'm just going to, no. Just going to tip it in, I said. Right, how long have we got before the next race? 3 minutes. I might be an absolute bore and go for a wee, although it's good fun to practice this. Needing a wee and driving a Tesla. It's not going to be the dream, and I might see if I can get a chat set up afterwards as well. So just try this corner. See if... Mate, the brakes feel so much better like that. It is like chalk and cheese. Right, let's get in those pits. I'm going for a wee. Right, thumbs, I'll see you in about 10. A minute. I'm back. Right, we're back. How long we got? 54 seconds. Just enough time for another... Oh my god, it's so quiet. Can we please get out of this car soon? What, we got 2 more races left, don't we? What an absolute rubbish daily race to launch an account with this is. Why did we choose today? Of all days. The day where we go electric. Where Gran Turismo Sport has an electric car in the daily race. Definitely for the first time ever. What is up with the lack of... I think I'm definitely going to have to brake earlier into that corner, like on the brake marker, because I cannot make that corner and brake late. Alright, we've got 10 seconds, so it looks like we're entering in race number 3, so we've got first and a second so far. Oh, we can't quite drift the Tesla. That would have been a good corner. No Ken Block Tesla. Race number 3. Auto addiction account. Are we first? With the blistering time. 104.5. Look at that. She blistering. So race number 3, brand new GT Sport DR account. We've got to do 5 races for 2,000 DR, and then I suppose we can move up from there. Let's go for the warm up. Who is our old friend? Can't remember our old friend now, the rammer. I don't see him in the names, but I'm not really too worried anyway. Hopefully we won't see anyone during the race. We're starting at the front, so we should be able to run away. Especially with our new brake bias tactic, which is just absolute pog. And look how easy, like, it actually doesn't feel that much different from qualifying to in the race now actually. Feels like we've got that calmed down. That was the line, wasn't it? So brake on the mark and then just let go. Brake on the two cone braking markers on the side. Oh, that is too close to the wall. It's nice that you know you can get away with that though, because if we need to fight with anyone, it's good to know what the car's going to do under adverse handling conditions. Yeah, it feels nice and planted now. Maybe that, or I've got used to the Tesla way of life. Let's hope not. I cannot wait to get back to a revving internal combustion engine, which I love so deareth. As being a mechanic, obviously I'm quite obsessed with the internal combustion engine, so this is sacrilege. But oh well, onward we go in the search for DR. The driver rating on GT Sport. Can we get to A+ by the end of this stream? We're trying literally our hardest. So we bought another car, so we can be involved in Daily Race C, but the problem is if we're in Daily Race C, is it takes 25 minutes to do Daily Race C. So it'd take 2.5 hours to get 2,000 points. So we're just going to naff through 5 of these as quick as possible, get our licence, and then maybe enter something that's moderately interesting. And see how that goes from there. Probably pretty badly still, I reckon. But we will see. Oh, we managed to retain our lead. Dropped a bit of a wheel on the grass there. We're going to get attacked. Oh, I don't think I need to go too defensive into here, do I? Let's see if I can actually get it turned in. Oh, mate, he's just binned it behind us. Thought we'd go for glory and it just hasn't quite worked out for him. Probably put him off with my amazing speed and swagger and the way I'm handling the Tesla, which no one has got this level of amazing Tesla skill yet in the E-rated lobbies. I mean, look at that line. Silky smooth isn't the word. I mean, that is, look at that. We pink. Or we purple. I think it's purple, isn't it? I don't think they say we gone pink. Might be a bit stupid. We're just not even going quick now, are we? Trying to attack it a little bit. Let's get some fast lap times. Show off to these guys what might be possible if they just applied themselves a little bit. Like we did with our Tesla training, so that we don't go off on that corner like we did multiple times in practice and in the second race, where I think I went off there twice, maybe 3 times. It was only 5 laps, so that is, I'd say, if you're going to practice any corner in the Tesla race, just go, and this last one as well, not being heavy on the brakes so that the handling of this car doesn't go too bad. Even the accelerator seems snappy on the way off, snappy on the way on. It's like the electric motors like bind up the diff. That's what I said about the engine braking. It's almost as if when you let off, there's an equal force to a motor engine would have, you know, as if it was on overrun, like with engine braking. So it handles very oddly. You just kind of wang it. You just got absolutely just go off the force feedback. Like, I mean, I'm used to this G29. Fortunately, I've got the settings on 6 6 for strength and 10 for sensitivity, which is what the same I have on my profile. So I suppose I've got that advantage. But if these were your first 5 races in Gran Turismo Sport, I'd say you'd be having a right mare right now. So I feel sorry for all these actual E-rated drivers that are cutting their teeth on the Tesla track. I mean, you imagine getting into Gran Turismo. Can you imagine? I mean, in the 90s when I got into Gran Turismo, the cool car was like, what was the one with the massive wing on the back? The Escudo, you know, was the best car on Gran Turismo. It was the hill climb car, had the big massive wing on the back. Absolutely abrasive car to look at, but you know, that's what you dreamed of. I know you didn't get into that in your first race, but I'm pretty damn sure it wasn't an electric car. Actually, if I actually think back to the Gran Turismo series, one of my main memories is literally in like a Suzuki Alto. Like, well done, welcome to Gran Turismo, welcome to this amazing racing game where you can pursue a career in motor racing. You've got a choice of the Nissan Micra K car or the Suzuki Alto. Oh look, I can talk and not bin it round that corner. That is blessed. Blessed drive. Oh, we lapping people now. Look at that. Yeah, so my main memories of a lot of the original Gran Turismo was actually driving the worst cars as slow as possible around the tracks. Well, not as slow as possible, but so slow you were barely moving around the tracks. Which was well, it wasn't boring. I mean, it got you used to the handling, a bit like this, I suppose. It's getting me used to the handling, albeit in a slow and painful way. Maybe it is. This is exactly what Gran Turismo always was and was always designed for. Pain. And you have to be bloody obsessed to want to do it. What is stupid like me. Sucker for punishment. Oh, the quietness. I might have to start adding my engine noises. Make it 2-stroke. Oh, that's actually better. That's sad, isn't it? Yeah, actually, my brain just computed that so much better. Just because I made stupid noises. Oh, we won by a little bit there, boys. As we go drifting over the line. 27-second lead. Not too convincing. What are you saying, pigeons? What are you doing? Just pecking for seed and crumb. They love the crumb. Look at that, another one to the list. Did we get a clean race again? I don't think actually I got a clean race the last time, did I? Because I crashed into the barrier. I don't think you get a clean race if you smash your car up. But that one should be another one, so we'll have 2 clean races, but not consecutive. Which is a shame. Come on. You all got penalties as well, you dirty so-and-so. Achievement, fastest laps, level 1. Hooray! Door number 3, look at that. And now we have achieved glory. The trifactor of excellence has been awarded that time. Pole positions, fastest laps, and clean races. Huzzah! We're still a level... We are level 5. Look at that. Instant appraisal from the Gran Turismo gods. Blares and Superfly. Well done, almost. Thanks to the clean race. Let's not rub it in too much. 104.3, that was a fast. That was quite a fast time. So where would that... We've got 104.5 as our qualifying so far. Where does that stand us? I know this isn't really. 103. So I'm a second off. My last in lap in lap 1 was a second off. But we've got 8 minutes, so let's show you a trick. How do you take seconds off your best time in qualifying? I hear you cry. Because the way that the daily races works is, say like today is the first day of the week on a Monday, so the qualifying time that I've set in daily race A will stand all week. I don't have to qualify before each race. So the best way of getting fast is to go to the qualifying one instead of the race start, go into the ranking board section before you start, go to top 10 stars, select the top one and put load ghost. Once you've loaded the ghost, go up here to the top, ghost settings, display personal ghost I turn off, loaded ghost on, and that way it won't be too many cars on track. And then when you drive out, you can follow the ghost to the fastest possible time, so you can see where he's making up the time when you're on the corners, where his lines are better and whatnot, so hopefully improve, although it looks like for some reason traction controls come on again. Why did it do that? Why would you... What point would I ever want that? Right. So you see as we go over the line the ghost should appear. As if by magic. Oh, maybe we're on equal. Oh, there's the fastest ghost. So we watched where he brakes, so we're going to try and match him there. We're going to try and just get a little bit faster out the corner than him. Oh, he got the better exit. So this is the fastest set time at the moment. I wonder what the track limits are like on that bit. I wonder how much that we can push there. A fair amount, I would imagine. You never know. We're going to have to keep it. Oh, I'm still shifting down. We have to keep an eye on the time as well, aren't we? Oh, I reckon you could almost get away with that line if you really did get a tank snapper on and you just managed to clip that apex and get a straight line speed in. You never know. 104.7, so we're not miles away. Do just a little bit less wheel spin around there would be so much better. We're losing all the drive out the corner to wheel spin there. So we're up by just a micro nanosecond. I'm going to try and hit the brakes a bit harder. That hasn't helped. Just absolute drift-owed into there. Oh wow. Yeah, let's not do that. We've toasted this lap already, but no, we've definitely toasted it. The tyres, get ready for the next lap. So if we go wide here, try and get a nice straight line X. I don't understand how to put power on this thing to be fast. Oh, I've got a pigeon on me. Oh, you do not make racing easy, FIFA. It's a good job this is an electric race. Pigeon power, we'll use the power of the pigeon to think good. Be fast. Look, we're up some already. So that's a good start. Now I'm going to try and break an absolute straight line. Oh, still just couldn't quite get it on the end there. That was so close. If it wasn't for that last little wobble and managed to get the power on smooth and out of that corner, I reckon we'd have done well. Right, we're slamming the brakes hard. Oh my lord. Just get on the power, just drive through it. Fuck it. Oh, there we find out where the track limits lay. Where your loyalties lay, track limits. What do you reckon? Hey? Track limits. You any good with them? Is your name Bailey? Did you invent the track limits? Oh, that was so slow. Right, might have got us a good launch onto this, we'll see. It says we're faster now, so that should be a good indication for the start of this lap. Pigeon, you are useless. Stop causing chaos. Oh, bless you, you little pudding. Oh, you're going to ruin this lap, Pigeon. Oh, we've got a penalty anyway. I'll just deck the Pigeon. Oh, he's fine. She's fine. It's a she. It does lay eggs. Oh no, now they've found the plate on the side. Oh really? Two stop was okay. Let's restart this. Right, so 104.7 before all the pigeon interruptions. Right, let's try and get a fast exit of this corner. Nothing but the most random animal occurrences here. What's the time doing? How are we doing for time? 36. I've got 2 messages now. How do I read messages? Probably someone saying the audio is not working. Or something to that effect. Or it's not recording properly, you idiot. So we got 4 minutes, didn't we? So do another 2 laps and then we'll give up on this. Oh my god, I'm getting slower, I think. Was that fast? I don't know. Normally you have like a reference point from the revs. I don't have any reference. It's so quiet. 106.5, surely we can beat that, come on. Up 3/10 in that corner, that's a good start. Let's try and get it smooth into here. Skating over that curve there. Right, where are we? Oh, there's the #1 seed. See the line that he takes out here. Oh, I've bottled the last corner! No. Oh, I can't believe that. Well, I can believe that, but that's upsetting, that is. That could have been such a good lap. That would have been, well, no, it wouldn't have been that good actually, would it? We need to make up a second on this anyway. To be 104.5. That's a fast lap. Stringing it together in this, when you start pushing, this car is really difficult. Right, let me try and go my own way. Well, that worked, didn't it? Yes, try and do it my own way. Huh? Oh, nice. Drifto! Let's do the drifto. Yeah, that's the boss line. Can we drift up the hill? Tesla DK. Tesla DK spec. How many minutes have we got? Oh we've just missed the race, haven't we? No, don't say we just missed the race. No. No. We can't have missed the race. Oh, we've got 4 minutes to go. Oh, it's not too bad. That's not as bad as I thought. We might have missed the last one. I don't know. I can't remember. We could do that one now because that one takes ages. So what's the other options then? GR3 at Maggio. How many laps? Oh, it's only 4 laps. So that's going to be quite a short one. But what car do we need for this? We've got nothing. What's this? Was this GR3? How much is the cheapest GR3 car? We've got 107,000 credits. I think we're looking at about 250,000 for a GR3 car. So we can enter races A and C, but we can't enter race B. Oh, we've got a car, come on, GR3 car. And you can't sell gift cards for credits either. Please be GR3, looks like GR4. GR4, come on. Could have really done with the GR3 though. That would have been handy. Oh, we've reached level 5. Excellent. So, how much is a GR3 car? What do we want? Oh, it's got to be Hyundai, isn't it? Surely the Hyundai GR3 car is like the cheapest thing in the world. From Korea, isn't it? Don't let me down, Korea. Please, may you have built the most affordable GR3 car. 450,000. I think they're all that. I think there's a set price. Let's just have a quick look. G3. 450,000. Yeah. So I think they're all set to a standard price unless we win one. We've got 107,000 now, so we're going to have to win a lot in the next few races to be able to do daily race B today. Which is upsetting, but we can do C. So the aim is we'll get through our probationary period in the Tesla, and then we'll move on to the G Limited and see if we can actually make up some driver rating and maybe get some money enough to enter GR3. I think GR3 would probably be the most fun and the best one to build up the driver rating personally. Oh, what? The entry period finished. Oh, we've got ages to the next one, don't we? How can we make 450,000 credits super quickly while waiting for the races? Because I absolutely plebbed it. What an idiot. Let's claim some of these bonuses. I can't believe I plebbed it that much. It's ruined the speedrun essence of this video somewhat. Still give you an idea of how long it takes to get up and into Gran Turismo, I suppose, even onto the base level, base tiers. You know, we've still got to move up to D rating after this, and I think D ratings between 0 and 10,000 DR, and then C rating is 10 to 15? I don't know actually. 10 to 15? 10 to 20? I don't know, I really can't remember. But yeah, basically it steps up. Where I am in my top profile at the moment is about 25,000, so it's not even that high. 30,000's A. So I'm not even an A-rated driver yet. But I wanted to see that if I started a new profile, if I consistently won, whether that would boost me against harder opponents faster, and that I could get up respectively quicker, because at the moment my driver rating's building up relatively slowly, because my progress over the last year has been steady. But now I consider myself a pretty good and fast driver. I'm wondering if I can start a new profile. Maybe we'll be able to jump up the ranks a bit quicker by doing well, presumably, because that must be the key in getting up the ratings faster. And also get some practice in while we're at it, so I don't have to enter the daily races on my main account, because we can clearly see that the daily race A is an absolute stunner. Oh yeah, we're going to try and make some quick buck, aren't we? So campaign. GT League. How long are these races going to be though? Because we need to be very fast. I think these are going to be, any kind of race is going to be too long. What about like driving school? Do you get points for driving school? Let's just get going. No, don't watch the video. Hopefully we'll get some credits for driving school, and we can do these if we get gaps in the races. Right, that's my new advice. If you're going to do this, go to driving school and rag these in between the online races as well, so you're getting credits from these, and then you can build up to getting a GR3 car faster. Oh, expert, yes. Yeah, all of that goodness. Let's go. I mean, I can use my H buttons. Go, go, go. What have we got on? Got traction control on. Got automatic gearbox. Oh, well, we got gold. A promise of greatness, it says. We can launch the car. 23:46, so we'll keep an eye on that time. Did we get any credits for that? I didn't even look. I don't care. We're doing this now. We GT license boys now. Operate the steering wheel. Holy hell, this is hard. We racing car boys now. It's so nice to have the sound of an engine. You don't understand. It's like an actual racing game again. Yes! We made it! We made it! Forced hype! Come on, my forced hype. Oh crap, come on. We haven't got time to mess around. We're trying to get these license tests done. We've got 13 minutes to our next race. Traction control off. I don't even know what it said. It's a shame we're on automatic, but I cannot be asked to change it. I don't see there's going to be a major advantage of us going automatic here. Come on, come on, come on. Exit. I hope we're getting credits for this. I don't think we're getting credits, are we? Maybe we'll get them at the end. Or will we get a car? It better be a GR3 car, otherwise this is pointless as well. Well, we'll try this, and then maybe between the next race, if we've got like a couple of minute gap, we'll try the circuit experience. See that if we get more credits maybe in that. Or what the deal is, how to get more moolah so we can buy more motor. We need the moolah for the motor. Traction control off. What's this? Using brakes to stop. Right, we're going to use the other pedal this time then. We've done it. Achieved prize money level 1. Oh yeah, with 3,600. We need 450,000. So we need to do 100 of those. 150 of those. We're on number 5. Could be a long night. What we're doing now, I forgot to even register that I had to take note of such an event. Go. We have achieved gold. This is much easier than the old ones. This would have taken 4 years on the old Gran Turismo. Would have been a nightmare. I reckon circuit experience is going to be a lot higher credits than this, you know. I think we should probably go circuit experience. But I keep saying that while carrying on doing the same test. Oh no, I might not get gold. Oh, I got gold. What a surprise. This is really boring, isn't it? We've got 10 minutes. What number are we on? Can we do like a round number? Look, we can get to the end of this strip and then we get a prezi. We'll do this strip. Oh, quicker car? Shit, I might not have done this. I just failed a test. I got carried away with the power. Let's not actually complete that. Oh, high-powered cars. Now we read. I did wonder why we launched. Oh, we missed out by a 10th. Right. What is this? A Bugatti Veyron. We just went straight from the slowest cars in the world to a Bugatti Veyron. Brilliant. Right, let's do this. We did it. Right. Now we've wasted all our time in the world on that. So we can park a Veyron. We've got 9 minutes. 9 minutes to go. Can we get the prize car? 2 more tests. 9 minutes. Come on, come on, come on. Racing through the game. Oh, a cup of tea's miserably cold. Well, not too bad. And what else have we got here today? Baked crinklies, chili beef flavour. Powering me this tonight. Oh. Mmm. Go, go, go. Traction control off. Brands Hatch. We're going to need to brake. I don't know what handling's like. I'm not going to brake. So we'll keep it pinned. I think we'll all agree that that was the best racing line that has ever been driven at Brands Hatch. Oh my god, we got a gold in one corner. Go. By like over a second. Like you could have made a cup of tea in the gap between that. That's it. We're going for a prize. No, we just get it. We've done it. That's it. Please be a GR3 car. It's a shame you can't sell these prize cars for money. Then we could be in the GR3 race straight away. Oh, that isn't a GR3. It's not even close. There's a 1973 Lancia Stratos. I've had a Stratos before. Someone actually offered me a Stratos replica in swap from my MR2 that I used to have. Apparently it's made out of an old Fiat 127. I declined. My MR2 I've still got, but I imagine the Lancia Stratos would be in considerably worse condition than my MR2 is in. Right, let's try and do this gold. 1,300 points for gold in this. 1,300 credits. Wasn't the other one like 3,000 credits? Was it 3,000? Maybe I was completely wrong. Right, traction control off. What are we doing? Have I got to avoid these plebs? Is that the task of the day? While riding around Willow Springs. Have I got to do a whole lap? Surely not. Please say I don't have to do a whole lap. I haven't got time to do a whole lap of Willow Springs. No, please. Yes, that's the end. We're good. We just had to overtake everyone and finish. Good, 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 good. Didn't get much pointage. 2,500, so we're up to nearly 150,000. So what did we get, like, have we managed 50,000 in 10 minutes? 10, 15 minutes? So, it's going to take 8 times that. Was it 250 or 450,000 for them? I think it was 450, wasn't it? Yeah. So, it's going to take a long time. It's going to take like an hour, maybe, to get 450,000 credits. Presumably they get harder. Maybe we should have seen if we could enter the hardest one first, instead of having to work our way through the pleb stuff. Please don't pinch me. God, I thought I was going to die. Turns out I'm not going to die yet. I can live another day. As long as this Lancer doesn't do the same as I smash the wall. Go, 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 we haven't got time. Just take the inside lane, it'll be faster. That's the way, drifting it in. Go, 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 inside lane, shortest possible route. Alright, we're done. First. Level 3,000. 5 minutes. 5 minutes to go. So we're getting there. We're getting some money. Working our way towards an actual driver rating. Come on, loading. Got 4 minutes now, this is getting tight. I think this better be the last one. So if we miss the next one, we have to wait ages to get our actual licence. Oh no, I've got traction control on. Never have traction control on, it's boring. You might survive, no one wants to survive the race. We'll go flat out at all costs. Covering the brake a little bit in there. Oh, that was easy. Why are these challenges so easy? The old Gran Turismo was like impossible to do this right. Gold and a steezy slide to boot. I think we can do one more. That literally took 10 seconds. It was the loading that took time. So we've done... What's this? Cones. We've got to knock over cones. That's what Gran Turismo's got us doing now. The old cone challenge. Everyone that remembers the coffee breaks from the earliest titles will certainly remember knocking over cones. Let's mow down some cones. If I remember, the secret is to go absolutely dead on, and then it let you off and it said, yep, you have knocked down all the cones. Otherwise sometimes it would be like, no, you've not hit them all. So there we go. Make sure you're parallel. Just drive into them. Right, 2 minutes, let's go into the race. We've not got time for another one. 151,000 credits. So starting from scratch so far, we've done half of that. Half of the mission challenge, the first stage of the driving school, no circuit experience. 3 online races, or is this our third? No, this is... No, we've had 3. We've had 2 wins and a second. Let's get in there, stat. So it's our 4th race, we're 1 more race of having apparently 2,000 driver rating. Shocking. Pigeons go mental. Sorry about that, pigeon landed on the wire. Oh no. Pigeons. Sorry, pigeons keep landing on wires. Why do you keep landing on the wires, you? Settle down. Pigeons, really? We're trying to race Teslas here. Oh, don't scare it, poor little thing. Pifa's alright, she's just occupying some camera space, aren't you? Just to show off, aren't you? You show off. You been show off? What? What are you doing? Okay. You being a show off? You just wanted to be on camera, didn't you? Coming for the fame and glory. Go on then, go find your mate. Come on. Sweet, innit? That is sweet. Oh my god, the other one's back. It's probably going to knock the camera off the TV. If it all goes wrong, you know what I'll blame it on. We haven't practiced that corner for at least 10 minutes as well. Oh no, what are the bets? We're just going to absolutely stuff the first lap. 2 races to go. So this is race number 4. 2 seconds to the lobby. Someone's faster than it. Look, we're in with C's. How am I in with the C's? How is this possible? Is it because of my SR rating? Has my SR rating been going up and I just haven't been paying attention to that? Is that what's been happening? So it started off at 50. Maybe that's what happens at first. Let's find out. I was checking the driver rating, but I wasn't checking the sportsmanship rating. It wasn't 55 out of 99 there. So we're at 56 out of 99 now, apparently. Sport mode wins 2. Consecutive clean races 1. Fastest laps 1, apparently. I think we've got more than that. Only got the fastest lap in 1. I think we've got more than that. But that's what it's saying. That so far in our profile we have 56 out of 99 sportsmanship rating. Sport mode wins, it says 2. Sport mode consecutive clean races 1. Sport mode pole positions 2. Sport mode leading laps 66.7%, which I think would be more, but actually no, because yeah, one of them race we did mess up. Sport mode fastest laps 1. And now we've done 16% of the campaign score and 6% of the campaign mission as well. Bought 5 cars, oh no, 1. We've got 5 cars, we've bought 1. We've got 133,000 credits. Oh no, it's not updating fast enough, this thing. Kudos Prime clearly takes at least a couple of minutes to update, especially if you're ascending through the ranks like we are, in the aim to get some DR. So, 4 seconds. Race number 4. In the aim to get some DR on Gran Turismo. A+ rating. Here we come, boys. Easy game, easy game, easy game. You wait till we get in a proper race where I can actually hear the engines. I'll probably be rubbish. The only reason oh no, look, we've entered the stage where everyone's gone red. It's happened. We've reached that absolute pilgrimage. Oh no, don't knock the camera, pigeon. Don't do it. If we lose camera, you know what's gone wrong. So starting, door number 2, absolutely silent entry. Apart from the pigeons whispering past my ear, give me a false sense of wind speed. Now I'm going to not kill this mate into T1 as the plan. I'm on the inside though, mate, you can't push past, unfortunately. I was close enough to make the dive, so I was obviously going to. It's the joy of a standing start, isn't it? Oh, we've just survived. Oh, mate behind's going to suicide it fast, is he? I'll try and give him some space on the outside like a proper gentleman. Let's have a decent race at least. If we're going to race, toe the wheel, let's at least do it like gentlemen, eh? That's what I say. I'll take the wide line. We'll see how we get on. Oh, look at that, some clean racing. See, it is possible. You just have to show a bit of respect to gain respect. You know, I'm happy with second. As long as I get on the podium, I don't mind. It'd be fun trying to race with people and not both crash off. Oh, like that. Who's going to get the drive? Why haven't I got the radar? Oh, he's right next to me, look. I'm going to give him the space here. Oh, he's just clobbered me, look. Right. Oh, he's got a second penalty. Way, flash, flash. No bad, no bad. You dirty cheat, you. Don't you think I know what happens? I can drift, goddammit. Let's beat him while drifting now. Let's take the piss a little bit. If he's going to get all bitey. Come on, mate. I'm messing around here. I thought you can at least beat me in a straight line, can't you? Oh, is he too slow? It's a shame, isn't it? So he's just going to pump me, isn't he? That's what he's going to do. There's no doubt about it. He's going to absolutely just punto me when he gets the opportunity. Oh, he's actually got a pretty good line out of that. After I drop a wheel on the grass. Look at him coming in on the radar. He's coming in. I'm going to make him go around the outside. Not going to give him the inside lane, am I? Let's face it. Dirty rammer. Oh, he's decided to be a bit clean now, maybe. He's probably accepted that he might not win. At the end of the day, second's better than just coming last. Or he's just going to try and pump me on the last lap, isn't he? Realistically, that's blatantly what's going to happen. Oh, as I just go criminally wide on that last corner. He's going to cut back on the inside. Oh, he's got me. He's got me. Don't ram me into the pit. Oh, he didn't ram me into the pit. What a gent. Right, I'll let him off. I'll put his earlier ram down as a minor misdemeanor, and we'll carry on having a decent race. Just so I can enjoy this, because if I'm going to get a tiny bit of enjoyment out of this race, this is where it's going to be. In the toe-to-toe Tesla racing. As we just try not to drop a wheel on the exit there. Look at this. This Italian knows his stuff. He knows his motorsport here. He's seen this Tesla race and he's got him excited. He's like, that's the kind of race that I can see myself getting involved in. And here we are, toe to toe in Tesla X's. Unknown whether they're front wheel drive, rear wheel drive, four wheel drive, shit, powered by the sun, powered by the moon, hydrogen, Uranus, God knows. All we know now is we're toe to toe with an Italian in the Tesla as I absolutely try and send it up the inside on the last corner. Oh, sorry, I wasn't very clean. I'll let him pass for that, I think. I did send that a little bit. I was a little bit mean. Can't even go past. We'll have a battle on the last. It was a bit mean. I didn't mean to absolutely send the dive on him, to be fair. So I'll try not to murder him in this last lap either. Just try and get a good lap in, so we could be nice and competitive. Try and get the run on him. Don't want to win by default, do we? Is he going to go full chat through here like an absolute pro though? No, he didn't do bad that time. I let him off. Oh no, I've crashed it on the last corner. Brilliant. Oh, the pressure got to me. I thought I'd go for the send it outside line. It did not pay off. That was a good race. I enjoyed that. Still got second place. As we cross the line in reverse. Good fun, fair play that man. Beat me fair and square there as I bottled it on the last corner. But we still got our second place intact, so that's okay. Still on the podium, although another victory would have been nice. Victories are always nice. I want to try and keep 100% victory rating, but as you can see my incredible skills of bottling, we're not going to be able to do that. So are we on the last race now? The last race until we have an actual confirmed driver rating. And then we can see whether we just get 2000 standard or experienced driver. Is that it? We haven't done 5 races yet, have we? Where's that boat? That was quite fun. You're fast. You're fast. That was fun. Let's play again sometime. I say grazie per la gara. Thank you for the race. Oh, that's fun, wasn't it? Are we going to do one more? Yeah. Yeah. Why not? Why not? Should we try and get closer to the world's fastest time? Imagine that, if we could be the world's fastest in the Tesla. I don't think so for some reason. I do not like this car one bit. But we'll do some laps. We'll grind it. After this next race, it's probably going to be the last time I ever drive the Tesla, so let's put in one of those qualifying laps that we never have to beat or wish to ever beat again. We'll put in the time now so we don't have to ever again. Right, so we're gonna set the brake bias. Oh, that's why we crashed in the last one, wasn't it? We didn't have our brake bias technique. Oh, what absolute pleb. The traction control, brake bias set wrong. No wonder she felt rubbish. Right, timer up. 8 minutes. We can lap this. Too deep. Way too deep through there. Kind of got the arc of the corner right, but started braking just a wee bit too late and it didn't really pay off. Same there, turned in too late. Probably could have braked at the same time but just turned in a little bit sooner. We're going to get a penalty for that. Is that little bit of grass cutting allowed? Looks like they might be allowing that little bit. Oh, I'm good at going deep into that last corner, aren't I? I just think it's going to get stopped and it doesn't. I need to try and control the weight shift into that corner, I think. That's what's sending us around, just trying to be too aggressive. Trying to overdrive the car. It's just sending us around like a top. Bit better if it wasn't for that little bit of oversteer on the exit. It would have been a lot faster. What the hell is going on out there? Drifto! Is that the fastest line? I'd say not. But I had to give it a go. The pro line. Oh no, I still missed the drift GP line. Right, let's actually try and get a serious lap in, shall we? Oh good, it's reset me. Right, so we're gonna, the line we want is there, and then across to there, and then power out to there. That's the line we want. That's what we're aiming for in the last corner. So let's try and concentrate on that. We want to kind of come around the last corner, go all the way to the right, so maybe widen it. Or should we just rely on a bit of the oversteer to do a bit of the job for us? Probably could, to be fair. Oh, it's that little wobble in the middle just cost us so much time. How can we prevent that little wobble? Smoother off the brake, I think. Stop the suspension diving around like a dealweed. Same there as actually, as soon as you're heavy on the brake and you have to come off it, it really doesn't agree with the car's suspension. So we're going to have to be a bit more careful on the brakes, even with all the bias. We've got it all the way to the front, haven't we? Yeah. But we need to start braking way earlier. Like way earlier. A shed ton earlier. I think we're going to stop it in time for that. Right, can I actually hit the apex this time? Yeah, but the wobble in the middle, it's killing me. Let's restart. Let's practice that. Oh, sorry. Practice that first corner. It's the wobble. Where does the wobble come from? It's almost when it stops wheel spinning. So I think if we never push the car past the point where it wheel spins or starts to drift, it'll probably be a lot quicker. So maybe if we try and drive half a second slower, brake a bit earlier, we'll find that the car rewards us with a fast lap time. Like that. We didn't have that wobble in the middle, which I think is me trying to overdrive the car a little bit and trying to rush everything basically, and the suspension just really not liking me rushing things. That I just turned in a bit late there. I saw my brain think about it instead of actually do it. So it's going to be smooth on the brakes, smooth on the turn-in. Just hope you've got the rhythm right. Well, so far our lap times have been absolutely terrible, haven't they? And same here, early on the brakes. And then even then I'm carrying so much speed right now. I think because I've got the brakes set all the way to the front, they're not very effective now. Let's try knocking them back to 3. See if we still get the mad levels of oversteer, or whether we can actually control it a little bit and use it to get a bit of a better time. Again, we've got the weaving in the middle, but I did feel a little bit better. Maybe I'm getting more used to the car now. This is just horrible. The handling of this car mixed with no engine noise. I managed not to shift up and down anymore, but it feels like I'm go-karting at 108 mile an hour. It's truly disgusting. That's the way. Straight line braking for life. Who would have thought it? All the pros were right. Braking a straight line. Can we turn this indicator off? Oh, that's better. So we try straight line braking now then. We're going to pitch it at the last moment. We've got 2 minutes. Must be able to put in a good lap here. Is it quicker? Felt a little bit quicker. Apparently slower coming out the corner. Which ain't going to help. Will we get away with that? Is that acceptable levels of corner cutting? Don't know. Now, can we get this one right? So we're going to go all the way to the outside, brake hard. Suppose that was fast? In the creepiest way possible? Nowhere near our record though. No. Good half a second off the record. 0.6 off the record. Off our record, not even off the record. We were flying. I must have been just in the Tesla zone, all that daily challenges and all that just absolutely ruined my Tesla concentration. Although we've regained a bit of time here. See, that curb just nearly killed me for no reason. How did that happen? I felt it just try and turn me round. What a mean little curb. Oh, I made up a little bit of time coming out the last corner as well. It's a second quicker. Does that beat our time? Look at that, 104.1. What was the fastest time? It was 103.3, wasn't it? We're not doing bad here. We're actually less than a second off the fastest time on the track. Oh, typical that someone's gone faster, just as we try and blag and say how good we are. Someone's got a 104.139 compared to our 104.188. Half a tenth faster. So it's no matter how good you think you are, there's always someone out there half a tenth faster than you are. But the good news is our safety rating seems to be in B, which means I think we are sending up the ranks of what we are allowed to race. So you can see we're in with the B's. Yeah, that I Ignatial 6 is the same rating I am on my account. So he is B and B, which is what I am. No, I'm B and S. I'm BS, obviously. Full of it. Not BB, because that'd be my sportsmanship rating, would be B, which is terrible. Mine's considerably better. Always the highest point in sportsmanship here. As you can tell from my super clean, super friendly driving style. As we enter, this is it, isn't it? This is the penultimate 5th race, and after this we can see whether we just get 2,000 driver rating, or whether me hoshing my first races has actually made any difference to the start of this game. My bets is probably no, but you know, Freddy Zappa up front. Let's give him the old drift show. He'll probably like a good drift. Yep, that's the pro line there, honest. Oh, I've spun it, and I'm just going to do donuts on the apex just to be an absolute dillweed. Electric donuts. Oh, hear my engine roar. Hear my engine roar. Right, here we go. Someone's left the room already. Oh yeah, we're starting second, aren't we? Someone beat our time. Damn them. Damn them and their efficiency. But we're in with some B drivers this time, so this is going to be an absolute shitstorm, because they're going to see that I'm E. And they're just going to mill me. So what's going to happen here? Mark my words. As we all get the exact same start. Which makes T1 just the best. I love T1. If I survive T1 on this one, I'll be like shocked and amazed, to be honest. Seems like we've actually survived T1, which is nothing short of an absolute miracle. So now we're just going to try not to push this matey off on this corner. It's going to be the key here. Oh, he's just going to give me a bit of a bump. Nice one. Sorry, not sorry, I slowed you up pretty much. So we're all been good hitting into the back of me, but you need to get past. It's not push to pass. Nice, nice and close to this matey. Looks like we're going to run away again, except this time I don't want to come second. I'm not into that second thing. Second's as good as last. Although the pressure having someone right up your chuff can be a bit overwhelming sometimes. Just got to get used to that pressure. But we still need to make a clean move on him like this. Just a little opportunity now. He's going to have to give his space around the outside if he's going to play clean. Oh, he's got ahead again though. He's going to cover the outside. Oh, I'm just going to break around the outside here, but I don't fancy that move. Not for shit. That will end in absolute disaster for both of us, and we don't want that. We want a good race, don't we? Nice clean racing, so you can control the Tesla's ridiculous handling, its stupid engine better. That's all we're interested in here. There's no pride, honest. Oh, he's got a little bit oversteery on the way out. Can we do him on the straight? No. No, we can't. We certainly can't, but we are so close. He's moving to the cross defensively to the left, which he's entitled to do, so I'm going to take advantage of that and get the full braking down the outside of this side and try and just dive around him cleanly. Oh, he's punted me, he's killed me. He's decided, no, he's going to be an angry boy, and he's got a penalty for it. What a dickhead. So now we've got the penalty crew up here, look. Oh, what an absolute dickhead, eh? Well, it was kind of predictable, really, but a bit like this, mate, you try to kill me now. And what's the need? 2 seconds again for being an absolute winkle. So everyone that's overtook me so far has done it dirtily and gained themselves penalties in the process. Wow, what absolute clever individuals, hey? What are you doing, you dickhead? You got a 2-second penalty. You're just smashing me out of the way. See what I mean about GT Sport? You've got to get your elbows out fairly. Now I'm just going to make him think I'm going to punt him into this corner. He's going to mess up his braking zone and go all over the place. You wait. Oh, he didn't. And I'm just going to get the run on him. Hopefully catch up with that other matey as well. Then both the people that were being rude to us would have caught up with. Because this matey is going to get a ram if I get near him. Let's not fake ourselves on that. We've still got a lap. He was faster than us in qualifying though, but he didn't fancy being clean on the track. There'll be a dirty bastard instead, which is fine. That's his right to do that. If that's the way you want to win races, mate, it's fine by me. You've got a lap to run away from me, mate, and you want to do it. I'm catching you, 2.5. Got the fastest lap of the race. You want to be scared, mate? Come on, bin it, bin it, bin it. Outbrake yourself, outbrake yourself. Outbrake yourself, go on. I dare ya. Go on, outbrake yourself. Flash, flash, flash. Let's keep her flashing. Come on, bin it, bin it, bin it. Give me the satisfaction of a win, come on. I could just punt him into the last corner, to be fair, to prove a point, but this is our last race. We don't want to win. Well, we won't win. We get a massive penalty. We'll just keep flashing, hoping that he just makes a mistake into the last corner like an absolute plebeian. She might have done, actually. He's definitely not quit. Oh, we didn't quite get the time to put him in the wall, but if we see him again, we certainly will. And we'll give him some abuse in the chat, as is tradition. So we could have had a win there if Captain Dirty couldn't. And then we got rammed off again though, didn't we, by the car behind. So if we didn't get pinballed from one car into another, maybe we'd have at least been able to recoup that. Still lost by just over half a second. So Ignatius Kicks, you are on the dirty board as well. Well done, my friend. You have ascended to the dirty board. He was door number 9 and we come second. What absolute mong. Someone in E-rated just pretty much outpaced you. Lol, you're so fast. Imagine being that pleb. Imagine being that pleb on it in this lower grade. He's not even a... See what he said. Oh look, he's gone straight away. Oh, surprise, surprise. Look, he got demoted for that as well. We've gone up to A and he's gone down to B. So I'll see you later, mate. You're going down in your ratings and I'm going on to a place where there is less drivers like you. So that's it. That should be our 5th race done. So we're still DRE. Maybe that will go up now. SR is A now. So we're up to A in the SR rating, which is really good. We got the fastest lap there. Shame we didn't get the win because of old Ignacio Kicks. Nice one, but I imagine his country may be suffering probably a lot more than mine is now. So let's hope that he's taken out some of his aggression against his government or the world out on me in the race instead of out of a physical person or whatever crap I'm chatting. Right, we got any money? We've got 192,000. That's pretty good. We got 40,000 for doing all that. Was it worth it? We'll never know. So what happens if I go to enter another race now? Where's my driver rating? Don't you press option? Oh, don't display that again. Driver rating is D. So we're halfway up D. Does that mean we've got 2,000 points then? Is that what it is? Even though we beat B-rated drivers, we have achieved 2,000 points. If that's the case, then so be it. I think that's probably going to be the case. There we go, 2,000 points. So we've now, despite winning, well, going in the podium for all our races, we've only just achieved 2,000 points. So it probably doesn't matter how you, how well you do in the first 5 races, really, to be honest. Obviously, my sportsmanship rating's quite high. Well, should be quite high. Because I was trying to stay clean, and if you are starting the game for the first time, you might not be able to pull off so many clean races as that. But yeah, that's sports mode sportsmanship is now 65 out of 99. My safety rating or sportsmanship rating is A, so that's good. 2,000 DR. So there you go. So it's taken whatever this length of stream is to get to the first level of points. Now we can begin to ascend through being a D-rated DR driver, an A-rated sportsmanship rating. We can ascend through the ranks. So I'm going to leave it there. So however long the stream is how long it takes to get through for your first 5 races with the Tesla. So I hope you enjoyed that, and we've all learnt something of how to set it all up. And I've been using the Logitech G29 wheel. I showed you a little bit about the force feedback settings and the other game settings. If you missed it, then go back in the video and check them out. And if you've enjoyed watching this and you want to see me do more of these and continue them up, then like and subscribe the channel, and that'd be really great because that would help me out. And share it as well if you've got other friends that'll appreciate the content. Alright, well, thanks very much. Hope you're all doing well, and I hope to catch you all again in another video. So yeah, peace out, and I hope this helps with your driver rating challenge on GT Sport, and hope us all do better, and I'll see you in a lobby very soon. Peace out.